Are we all robots, or do we think for ourselves?
Just stick with me, kid. I know this town like the back of my hand. Hey, that's new.
Your belief system is most likely built upon sentiments borrowed from people who came before you, mainly he say, she say, passed down to you. Having nothing else to believe, you bought what they were selling. Because of how naive humans can be, we tend to believe anything when we have nothing else to believe. There have been many instances where these beliefs govern your choices that you make on a daily basis, in some cases, your whole life. The sole purpose of this video is to show you different scenarios in which you believe something because you were naive. Let's say you see a commercial about a brand new car, not a new model, but a new car from a new brand with no track history to your knowledge. Now, say you come to my dealership looking to take it for a test drive, and I told you it had all these different features. You'll be like, wow, really? You just bought what I sold. Why though? You had no other stats to believe, so you went with it. Then we take it for a test drive and you buy it. It's not just the car though. What if we just went with it for everything? The things we just go along with and believe can be small things like everyday hobbies, such as watching a movie. I remember not too long ago when the last Jurassic World came out, I was confused on the sounds the animals made because not only did the dinosaurs look real, but they sounded real. Each dinosaur having its own unique roar or moan. Like, if all we found were their bones, how do we know the roars that they make or even if they make noises in general? Of course, in the making of Jurassic Park, the roars and chirps of dinosaurs were just mashups of modern animals. You see how you believed it without ever questioning it? Remember earlier when I said us being naive may govern our beliefs that we make every day? Now, remember your parents telling you every day to go to school and get A's? Well, a study was done on valedictorians from high school from Boston. A reporter from PBS.org, a very credible source, tracked down 93 out of the 113 valedictorians a few years ago, which is 82%. 1/4 of them did not finish college. Another 40% earn less than $50,000 a year. High school teachers on average make $75,000 a year living in California. So you mean to tell me you go through all that schooling to earn the title of valedictorian to earn less than an everyday teacher? This goes to show how you believe something you were told and went with it. Do you see where I'm going with this? Do you see how a majority of your life has been thought out for you? You were told and still are told, get straight A's, go to college. Why? Just to spend the rest of your life in debt? Today, 70% of college students graduate with a significant amount of college debt. So unless you're a freak athlete or you come from a rich family and daddy paid your tuition, you will be in debt. The school system will never teach you about money. They say life is the greatest teacher, so I guess school lets life teach you about taxes and debt, along with the other 44 million Americans that have college debt totaling over $1.5 trillion. And let's be real, how important is school anyways? We aren't learning, we're regurgitating. We are only taught what we need to pass a test, not pass a life. The school system is actually teaching people to be poor. For the average person, the reason they are poor is because they play it so safe. School punishes you with an F to make you feel like a failure after making a mistake. Then we go into the real world and we're so afraid of failing, but failing is how we succeed. We never have the chance to think outside the box. Now that I've shown you different things that you believed on a daily basis because you were naive, simple choices that you made every day, I'll show you something that you believe that has impacted your life as a whole. Religion. Throughout history, religion has been tied to massive tragedy and loss of life. We have the Crusades, the Holocaust, extremism in the Middle East, which has been tied to 9/11 and ISIS. Now, let's make this clear. I absolutely believe in God, but I want you to do me a favor. Ask yourself, what do you believe in and why? Have you actually done the research and experienced enough in life? Or does it just sound good to say, I'm this or I'm that? Perhaps you were born into religion without any knowledge of it, and your parents taught you what to believe in. Then you believe in it wholeheartedly for the rest of your life, and eventually teach your kids the same thing. and then they do the same thing with their children, and it's a vicious cycle. Do you see the picture I'm painting for you? If religion isn't the biggest example of humans being naive and believing anything because someone else told them to, I don't know what is.
But they're coming from a very tender and vulnerable place, which needs our empathy. Of course, atheists are technically right, but there's no point getting maddened by the apparent irrationality of the religious. We have to understand it and appreciate the intensity of the longings that lead some of us to believe in fantasies against all odds, because reality is sometimes just unbearably painful.
Now, I'm not here to knock anyone's religion. I have respect for whatever people choose to believe in. But why, as people, don't question any of our morals? I'm not saying these things to you to say that your life is a lie. I'm simply wondering how many things we as people believe in because someone else said to. A poet, Henry David Thoreau, once said, "Think for yourself, or others will think for you without thinking of you." Now, I'm not perfect. I, of course, suffer from conforming to others' beliefs. I haven't educated myself enough. I'm just tired of outside influences controlling me mentally. Just do me a favor. Take the risk of thinking for yourself and educate others to do the same. Thank you.
That's all, folks.